Hey everyone, this is Kirsten York, Senior Gold Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide and a member of the Journey Toward Diamond team just like you. What I'm going to do tonight is share a wrap up presentation with you, one that just goes over a lot of what we've covered this week in the Success in 7 group and just goes ahead and make sure that you're ready to get started on your journey with Plexus. So I'm going to share my screen and just walk you through some slides over the next few minutes, and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, this will just take a quick second, and here we go. Hopefully all of y'all can see that. So we're calling this presentation New Ambassador Fundamentals Prep for Success. We're really going to put what you've learned this week into action. So let's get started. So you just completed the Success in 7 group. It ends today. It's so exciting. So now what? We're going to take a few minutes to just review some key steps that you can take over the next few days and weeks to help you drive continued success on your Plexus journey. If you have any questions about anything you've learned or anything you see in this final presentation tonight, please be sure to contact your immediate upline so you can get answers to those. So in terms of a new ambassador roadmap, we have just a few key steps for success. They are, you need to be a product of the product. You need to make sure you're commission qualified. And then if you're interested, you can go ahead and get your products paid for. And I'm going to talk to you about each of those on this presentation. Let's talk first about being a product of the product. With Plexus products, consistency is key. You need to ensure a commitment to taking your products exactly as instructed on a daily basis. This is honestly how you become the best product of the product and how you really achieve the best results possible. If you work full-time or you have scheduling challenges, please work with your upline. There are lots of tips on how you can best incorporate the products into your daily life. So if you find yourself skipping doses here or there, reach out. We all have tricks that we use so that we don't forget our products that make us feel so great. The second step is making sure you're commission qualified. And to do that, there are really just a couple of key things that you need to take care of. The first is, if you haven't done so yet, you need to go ahead and log into your back office. Right after you joined, you were sent an email from Plexus Worldwide, and this included your ambassador ID, domain name, and the password that you used when you set up your account. So you want to go ahead and log into your back office. That's the first step. The second thing you need to do is to make sure that you have your backup order turned on, okay? In order to receive commissions from Plexus, you need to have a backup order in place. To do this, if you haven't done already, so you can click on the shopping tab, then click on backup orders, and from here you can cancel your existing order and add a new backup order if you want to make any changes to what you're currently doing. You're also able to set your backup order to conditional or unconditional, and I'm going to talk more about that in just a minute. And you can also set the date for your backup order to be shipped. Just be sure that you're allowing enough time for shipping so you don't ever run out of product. Most people, or many people, tend to choose the 15th of the month just to keep it simple. So what's the difference between conditional and an unconditional backup order? Well, in a conditional backup order, you receive your backup order only if $100 does not come through your account or your website before the 25th of the month. With an unconditional order, you receive your backup order regardless of whether $100 comes through your account or not. So for some people, they like to set it to conditional, meaning it will only ship to them if they don't have at least $100 going through their website. And for others, they like to set it to unconditional so their products ship no matter what each month. That's a personal preference, and you're free to choose it however you like. So when you look in your back office, this is really what you're looking for to make sure that you're commission qualified. On the left, you can see that the PV button is green and the backup order button is green. Those are really the two things. You're going to need to have at least 100 PV coming through your website, which you will if each of you are on the triplex, and you need to have a backup order turned on. Those are the two key things that must be happening. The other thing you'll want to do when you're in your back office is to consider setting up your pay portal. When you signed up as a Plexus ambassador, again, in that original email that you were sent, there would be access to your pay portal. There would be a link that you could click on to get to your pay portal. You can also access it through your back office. If you click on account services and then Plexus Pay Portal under membership, you can get to that. You can click activate account and follow the instructions provided. There are also tutorials on the Plexus Pay Portal that can be found in the back office in the Communication Center library. You have options regarding distribution of your commissions. The easiest for a lot of us is just to set up direct deposit into our bank accounts. This allows for easy transfers of both your weekly and monthly commission payments. The last thing I'm going to talk about is getting your products paid for. If I could show you how to get your products for free, would you want me to teach you how? This is a question we ask a lot of our new team members. And most of them, particularly after they've gone through a group like this, sound a resounding yes. So I'm going to teach you a little bit about that in our next few slides. So there are really 5 simple steps on how you can go about getting your products for free. The first of those, and we call these the 5 S's, okay? The first of those is state your story. The second, select your top 15. The third, speak your story. The fourth, share testimonials. And the fifth is to sign 3 ambassadors. And I'm going to go over each of these individually. First, let's talk about stating your story. One of the first things you need to do is to develop a personal story about why you Plexus. You should write it down. You can do it in an email form, on a Facebook post, or a message. You can even make a video. It should be quick and easy to communicate, really less than 2 minutes in length. If you have just gotten started with the products or you haven't even started yet, your story should be focused on your reasons for choosing Plexus and the expectations that you have for your journey. If you have been using the products and have achieved some results, then this could form the basis for your story. The most important thing to realize is your story is really a critical piece of your journey, and it's going to continue to change and evolve over time. Your Plexus story really should have 4 key components: your past, your pain, your solution, and your future. So here's an example of what my story might sound like. Here was my past. I spent 25 years in pharmaceutical marketing. The last 10, I owned my own business and spent countless days on planes and away from my kids. As a single mom, this was really tough. In terms of my pain, all that travel took a toll on my health and my family. I wanted to take back control of my health and find a way to stop trading my time for money so I could be home more for my kids. So my solution, Plexus helped me address both of these issues. I started to feel better within a few weeks of starting the triplex, and within a few months, the improvements in my health were incredible. The future, I left my demanding career and now I do Plexus full time. I am so blessed to be able to work from home, and now I only travel for fun. So there, the first step is I have my story. So what's the next thing I need to do? Well, I need to select my top 15. So I ask you, who are the top 15 people closest to you that you would want on this journey with you? I want you to be thinking about your spouse, your kids, your besties, your close friends, your immediate and extended family. I want you to focus on those you will feel completely comfortable with when it comes to sharing your story. Start developing a list of people close to you with health issues, or maybe those in need of a business opportunity. And I want you to take just a few minutes to write them down on a list. And if you can, order them from the most to least likely to join you on your journey with Plexus. The third thing you want to do, you've written your story, you've gotten it down, you've gotten your prospects down. Now you need to speak your story to them. So how are you going to do that? Well, you're going to contact each of those top 15 people we just talked about. Share your story and invite them to join you on your journey. A personal touch here is really preferred. Call them on the phone. Don't be afraid. Or text them and set up a time to meet. In-person and face-to-face conversations are really powerful. You have other options for sharing. You can message them on Facebook. You can even put a general post on Facebook about it and wait for people to reach out to you, or you can send emails. Above all else, please look to set up 3-way calls or Zooms with you, your prospect, and your sponsor. These provide an excellent opportunity for not only for you to share your story, but also for your sponsor to share their story with your prospect, and those can be incredibly powerful. Make sure you make your why sharing as personal as possible. Those close to you will be moved by the honesty and conviction in your voice. The fourth thing you want to do is share testimonials. When you became a Plexus ambassador, your sponsor added you to the team and testimonial Facebook pages. You also have access to other ambassadors' testimonials that are shared on Facebook. To increase credibility, please do not share posts. Okay, the audience of shared posts is limited. So please click on the photo in the testimonial, download it, and save it to a folder in your computer. Then copy and save the text into a Word file that you can copy and post to Facebook with the photo at a later time. You can also take advantage of newer apps called Tiny Torch or Buffer. These helpful tools allow you to preload Facebook posts for the next day and even set a schedule when they go out. So that way you don't have to feel like you're a slave to Facebook and constantly posting all day long. So the fifth thing is, now that you've done this, okay, you've got your story, you've got your prospects, you've started to speak your story to them, you're sharing testimonials that will further empower your story and your testimony, then you're going to go ahead and try to sign 3 people up. That's your first goal. In order to get the cost of your products covered, if you're on the triplex, that's all it takes. When you sign a new client at wholesale, you earn money both on the welcome pack if they order one of those and every monthly shipment thereafter. When you sign 3 ambassadors with a welcome pack and a PV of at least $100 per month, you rank to silver and receive a $100 bonus. Be sure to take advantage of 3-way calls when you're with your sponsor when you are trying to meet this goal. You are not on your own. You do not need to do this alone. Your sponsor and your upline are here to help. Remember, it only takes 3 commission qualified wholesale ambassadors on your team to promote yourself to silver. So here's how it might look. If you sign 3 ambassadors on the triplex combo, here's what the payout could look like for the first month. Notice there's you, and then there's 3 wholesale ambassadors beneath you. If each of them were to get a standard triplex welcome pack, you would earn $24.95 on each of those 3 welcome packs for a total of $74.85. You would also earn a $100 bonus for ranking to silver. So that would take you to $174.85 for the month. That's more than covers the cost of your triplex at wholesale. Now, if each of those 3 people that we just talked about sign 3 ambassadors, here's what that might look like. You can see you, each of your level 1s, and then your level 2s would consist of 9 people. That would be 9 welcome packs, and on your level 2s, you would earn $12.50 on each of those for a total of $112.50. Plus, you would earn 15 pay points, 5 from each of your level 1s at $2.80 each for a total of $42. And your total for month 2 would be $154.50. Again, more than enough to cover the cost of your triplex at wholesale. So what would we do from here? We've taken the 5 steps. You've gotten your 3 people signed. And if you want, you can take it to the next level. You can go further and add more ambassadors to your team. Duplication, guys. Use this system to get the people who you sponsored to sponsor 3 people of their own. You can add your new ambassadors to the Success in 7 Facebook group. It starts fresh every Monday. Continue your income producing activities. Reach out to new people every day. Follow up with those who are interested or already using the products. Expand your top 15. Do that by making a Frank's list. Friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighbors, kids connections, service organizations through your church, volunteer groups, etc. You can easily have a working list of 100 very quickly. So that really concludes our presentation. I invite you all to go forth and Plexus. We are so thrilled that you completed the Success in 7 group. You should congratulate yourselves and be so proud of this achievement. You really now have all the information you need to be successful on your Plexus products. You are also completely equipped to start sharing Plexus with your family and friends. So be sure to ask your sponsor about adding you to the Thriving in 30 group next. That starts on the 1st of every month and is going to be designed to help people not only go silver, but take it further and go gold and even further beyond that. We wish you continued success, and thanks for watching.